information right on time. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And I'm going to be starting my video so we can see me. Okay, just a bit. The network will take a little while. Don't know. It's supposed to be up. Let's know if we can see me already. Okay. Is it up? Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the slide of today's meeting. Okay. I want to be sure we can see this. Okay. Just a while. Please, Tom K, let me know if we can get a picture on the screen. If the screen is clear. The media, is my screen up? Ambassador Tom K, is there any challenge on that? Okay. Sorry, the network might be very challenging these days. I don't know. Ambassador Robinson, how you doing? Having a lot of network delay. Any feedback? Anyone's network up? Ambassador Cyprian, can you hear me? Wow.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, good morning, sir. I can hear you now.
We're having network issue.
Serious. It's disturbing.
Chief, good morning. Your screen is off.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you.
Good morning, I will see you.
Good morning, boss. Thank you.
Actually, yes, we can see your screen. The screen is clear.
Okay.
But I'm having challenge with my device. The volume is very low. I'm hearing you, but it's very
low.
Because the earpiece device of my device is faulty. So I'm trying to hear it directly through the speaker, but it's still very low. I don't know whether
Okay, that should be your device then. That should be your device.
I don't know whether it can be increased on your own end.
It can't. It's already loud to.
Okay, I think it's better now. I can hear you now without having to put it too close to my ear.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ambassador Robinson. We appreciate you. Okay, so to you who's joined us for the first time, we say thank you so much for all you do for SWIFTtrip. I am Honorable Richard Nadi, founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip. Taking a good look on the screen, you see what SWIFTtrip stands for: Transportation Innovation. There's a trend that will simply be unbeatable. It's amazing. It's innovative. So we say, join us to build SWIFTtrip. Join us to build SWIFTtrip. Regardless of what everyone out there has to say, I encourage you, stay dogged, stay rugged in this process. And at the end, you will be happy. Thank you to the Facebook followers. Thank you to the YouTube viewers. It's going to be awesome. We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Subscribe to follow us on Facebook. Leave your shares, leave your comments. Um, that would help the people out there to know that what we are offering is valuable. If you are a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, you don't comment on our social platforms, you're not helping us to grow. If you're a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, you are not leaving your comments, your likes, you're not helping us to grow. Okay, so we encourage this participation on the social media handles so that everyone out there will know for sure what they are coming into, that is going to be life transformative for them. So wherever you're connecting from today, you're welcome to this section of today's presentation, which will take you through with what is SWIFTtrip, where we are, and how the customers and the subscribers are going to benefit from this. Please also note that if you were here yesterday and today you are in this Telegram call all alone with no person who've heard about SWIFTtrip through you're coming back again with the intention, I want to know more. Hello, the CEO says you are wrong. Absolutely wrong. So we encourage you, share the information, use this channel, use this meeting to educate your prospects. It's no longer for you if you had joined us yesterday. This meeting is no longer for you. Who is it for? Your prospects. The people around you must get to know about SWIFTtrip. It's our agenda that will become a household name even before the launch of SWIFTtrip. And already we have achieved that. But there are some homes that are yet to be aware of this information. So please, it is there. Thank you so much. And what is SWIFTtrip? A decentralized mobility, commerce, and hospitality service providing business. Decentralization here means that we're building this on the blockchain. Incredible. On the blockchain. And that's why we say it's a Web 3.0 decentralized eco chain enterprise, a robust platform for robust services. So we need to know the core services that SWIFTtrip is here to offer. Number one, the aviation. Two, the e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, hospitality, all of this with the blockchain support. And moving on, was a SWIFTtrip powered by the SWIFTtrip Airways powered by SWIFTIFY, an aviation business. You see Airpeace, you see Eric over there. That logo doesn't mean we're a partnership with them. We are simply showing you that these companies are already in this trend of business. So we're not coming to check if it's sustainable. We're not coming to check if it is profitable. No, these are good businesses that anyone out there that ventures into it will definitely be happy they did. See why we're talking about this? To become an owner of an airport, it's only in the now that we can talk about this. That's why you have to be strong, you have to be firm. Don't entertain weakness around you. A time to be weak is coming. That's when, in the grave, it's coming. A time when you will never need to talk about this anymore. Never need to talk about the things that concerns the people of the earth. That time is coming. A time to sleep on. So why are you sleeping now? Be firm, be strong. We can't talk about this in the grave. We can only talk about it now while we are alive. So what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What's too big for you to talk about here? What's too big for you to achieve here? It's only here we can get this thing done. And the beautiful thing about it is that nobody's getting out of this life alive. So are you going to use their reputation in the grave? Are you going to make use of that integrity in the grave? When do you want to make use of it? It's now. It's now. Make use of it. And let's be proud that we are owners of an airport. Yeah. So let's see the next that shows you the e-taxi industry. We have the Uber, we have the boats. Already into this niche. We're not coming to test it. It's there already. Thousands of companies. If I open your mind to give me a list of companies in this, it's amazing that you would keep calling and calling and calling. So many of them. So SWIFTtrip is coming to do something great in that aspect. And we have SwiftMart, powered by SWIFTIFY, an e-commerce platform Amazon, Jumia, are already there. Come, let's make something great happen. And then, when a person buys from the e-commerce space, how do that goods or that purchase gets to the buyer? Transportation. And that aspect, we call it logistics. Why some company might term the logistics to be the air travel, the road travel, sea travel, whatever, we try to make it so clear to us by ironing out clearly air transportation, road transportation, then the logistics. The logistics simply for movement of goods. Goods. We get it? Uh-huh. If we say goods and services, we are also including the people moving around. You need the service to move around with. No, so we just want to say the goods. And when people buy from apps like Jumia or others, third-party companies like DHL solves these needs. But in SWIFTtrip solves it. You buy from SwiftMart, SWIFTtrip handles the logistics. That's a massive business on its own. So I want to go make research about this industry, discover that the e-commerce it's almost, what's times 20? Larger, far larger than the aviation, the e-taxi industry, the hospitality, and many are not even realizing that yet. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. You miss this, you won't forget the name. So let's look at this. Wow. The hospitality services. SWIFTIFY is coming to do something great over here. Taking every reason out for our customers never to be stranded. Our customers, our travelers, they can't be stranded, especially if you have reserved for your accommodation early enough, right? So you do that, you'll be happy. You can't go to a state, you can't go to a country and you feel away from home. That's why it's called Swift Homes. The elegance, it's going to be outstanding. This is going to be a destination on its own. Same with the aviation. Oh my God. People will leave their destination, or rather their location, heading to a destination. But SWIFTtrip, its terminus, its hospitality units, it's going to be a destination on its own. People are moving with the expectation, I want to go behold. Like a tourist center. Like a tourist center. See, I tell us the fact that our leaders today simply just let the people be on the ground. Doesn't mean that you have to be on the ground. Yeah. You can shine. You can be outstanding. Come on, let's do something great. Let's do something great. The ones who have done it, they are just like us. They are just like us. You don't have a rich uncle, you don't have a rich auntie. SWIFTtrip will make you so powerful. Oh my God. Has SWIFTtrip gone live? SWIFTtrip is at the development/vision phase, and it's calling out together. Come, co-founders, come, let's facilitate this. Let's facilitate this. We are not calling out for customers. Customers' time will come. Now we know the people we're looking for. Who are we looking for? Co-founders. You earn that title, I am a co-founder of SWIFTtrip. You should know that the path wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy path at all, because you had to pay the price of patience. To earn that title, by the time everything we are saying now is no longer in picture but in reality, people will pay with money, but you paid with patience. You pay $100 today. You already know that owning an aviation, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, hospitality on the blockchain, that tells you already that this is, you came in free of charge. You came in free of charge. The only thing you had to do was what? Face the insult. Face the rejection. And together we'll make it happen. So come, let's co-found it. If we say a co-founder, it means that it's not there It's not there. Don't be afraid of a vision. Don't be afraid of a development phase. Don't be afraid to build. Don't be afraid to make something that will in turn make you. Many people say, I want to be made. You want to be made. Have you made anything that you can be proud of, that I made this thing and it made me? You don't want to make anything, but you want to say I'm made. Where's that done? Go look out. Every entrepreneur you admire out there today as a successful man, a successful woman, they pay the price. There are people who can now be proud. I am a co-owner of this. Let's say Uber. If you see a person who say, I'm a co-owner of Uber, I had Uber when it was nothing, when it was a paperwork, and today look at me now. When you see a person like that, how do you feel? Soon as I heard the same word, testimony to the people. I heard this thing when it was nothing. Imagine yourself 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now. You look around, people are toiling, and then people look at you, you're just okay. And they ask you, how did you, what did you? And you are proud to say, I am an owner of SWIFTtrip. Most of us, we won't be able to say it. You will hide your identity. You get it? You will hide your identity. The same way people won't be able to say, I had SWIFTtrip and I missed it. You, who's an owner, you would not talk. The people who will know that you are an owner are the people you are telling now. But you can't be bragging about it. You will hide yourself. You get it? So when SWIFTtrip begin to speak, may you be part of them it speaks for. May you be part of them SWIFTtrip speaks for. Today we are speaking for it. Anytime we hold meetings like this, evening, morning, SWIFTtrip is gaining life. You step out there and you are sharing this call right now. You put it on a loudspeaker and people are hearing that you didn't even intend to share this information with. They are hearing you. For instance, Ambassador Chukwemeka now is in the transit. If this is on a loudspeaker and someone out there is hearing, SWIFTtrip is gaining life. At the end of it, in the fullness of life gained, fully developed, and it's bettered. When it speaks, it will be the one the Bible says, once have I spoken, twice you should hear. There is even a speech in that, but SWIFTtrip is just by appearance. When they see it, you take a person by hand today. Today you are telling a person, an airport. Time to come, you take that person by hand and say, this is the airport I was telling you to come co-own. What would the person say? You would have told me where. You would have forced me. You would have persuaded me. I never knew to be like this. SWIFTtrip didn't talk. It just appeared. And its appearance is louder than whatever we can shout now to say join SWIFTtrip. Oh my God. Don't miss what's coming. So I will show you the subscription level. Subscribe understand this so that we can give you an analysis when SWIFTtrip is launching, when we're going live. So if you're on Telegram right now, you see my screen. Now these writings could be very tiny. Click the box you're seeing. Click that box. Then use your fingers to just expound, and you'll be able to see it clearly. You don't need to strain your eyes. But if you're following on YouTube, then you should get a clearer view on Facebook. Congratulations. Please meet there, and my secretary distributes the link, synchronize it with the Telegram call, send the YouTube link to the WhatsApp platforms so that everyone can connect as well. There are two kinds of subscribers in SWIFTtrip, two kinds of co-owners, two kinds of shareholders. Whatever we say, we are correct. The stakeholders are level 1 to level 7. The node holders are level 8 just within from now to the end of February, we will only be able to have access to the node slots. The node holders and node holders. Anyone who have had the opportunity to become a stakeholder, remain stakeholder. The new ones after February will no longer know that there was anything called stake. Only one unit will be available. We will just say buy or become a co-owner of SWIFTtrip. Node slots. The node slot is too small. How can I be using this amount to be on this? Are there no higher slots? No higher slots. This is what you can buy. So you're talking to a trillionaire, a billionaire. The person can only invest that little token of node slot. Keep the rest billions. We don't need it. If you want to help SWIFTtrip, go and tell your other billionaire to come buy the node slot. The opportunity to buy the deluxe is over. I just got to hear about it now. If they told me about this last month, I would have been a deluxe owner. CEO, what do you think? Please, I have this money. I want to be a deluxe owner now. Opportunity is gone. You can no longer be a deluxe owner. Keep the billions. Buy the nodes. The same will happen at the launch of SWIFTtrip. I just heard about it. Please, I want to buy. It's over. You can no longer buy the note for that amount. Now it is sold for $200,000, approximately 200 million naira. That's just the initial offering to the investors. I always tell us that what we are now, co-founders or subscribers, are more powerful than investors. You are not investing in SWIFTtrip. You are co-founding. You are developing, you are building it. When you've built it up and it's now a reality, in the parts of everywhere, everything that you look at is so certain that a person who says, I put money into this, I am getting it out. So certain, so sure. That's when investors are coming in. Investors do not come into things that they are not certain about. They buy things like lands, golds, diamond, whatever, and when they resell it, they know they must make profit, something they are certain about. So we are calling people who are wired, who are designed to be able to go freely, with all audacity, confidently into the path of uncertainty. Uncertainty. So bold that you can ask me, where is the airport location? And I can look into your eyes and tell you clearly, I don't know the location. It is in my spirit, even inside my spirit, I don't know. With that same audacity, I can talk to you and say, you can become an owner of an airport. Not sure, not certain, but full of courage. There are many people who are not wired like that too. We are not looking for such people. There are persons who can only put up this kind of confidence when they are so sure. You can imagine we are building this kind of thing and we started with no office. No office. No website. You want to talk, you're talking about blockchain. No website for people to go and read. And then somebody will ask you, how much is it? Then we're talking of hundreds of thousands. 2021. This one we're talking about tens of thousands. It's not. Hundreds of thousands. So you mean I will invest this thing and there's nowhere to locate you? No office. I said no office. Why? No money. No, we don't have any subscriber now. Nobody has. That's why we don't have any money to build an office. Like that, like play. One person say, okay, I like it. Where's the account number? He paid. That was the day I knew that we have concluded this process. One person agreed. In that kind of formless state, we could find a person who is wired for uncertainty, not sure, but they could follow. I said, what else are we talking about? Oh yeah, we move. Everything you see around today that we can say we show you, office, website, app, SWIFTtrip got all of these things by itself. What do I mean? Talking and talking and talking. We didn't borrow money from any bank. We didn't borrow money from anybody. We didn't look for any special partner. You and I, we talk to you. You like it, you come in. You are our partner. No special treatment to say, okay, now that you need this money very much, I have the money, so you come and sign some papers that you give me half of the company. No. You want to negotiate? Buy a unit. Hold it. That's your negotiation. From the foundation, we kept money where it should be. It doesn't control us. That's why I say, when people are saying, see, we carry money around the way, I just they laugh. That's why I simply say, you won't know me, not until I hand over to you the SWIFTtrip Airways. That's when you will know the kind of person talking to you. You might look at it and say, small boy. You don't know that inside this flesh, it's ancient of days. Oh my God. When you go look at everything written about SWIFTtrip, go look the website, the white paper, everything. If you can really just think, you will know that this person is not thinking in. Follow. Let's get it done. It wasn't this age. It wasn't this age that wrote it. There was something talking to him. He was hearing. He was seeing something beyond. I was writing things I don't even understand. People wonder why I act the way I act that. When I say that's it, you can't bend me. It's because the decisions I make, I don't make it based on maybe, will I just put it, say thought of men or human thoughts? No. It might not even be pleasing to me when I'm making it. It might not be pleasing to me. I might not understand it. I might not know why. But because I've heard it from that source, he says, do it like this. I just do it. When people say you have, in 2021, sorry, is it 2021 or 2022? Yes. When we were migrating from the base lot, because it was only the base lot then, the base lot was 150,000 as at December 2022. And I announced that I was prompted in my spirit that the base lot will be going to 2 million naira. When I heard that prompting, I was, even me myself, I fear catch me. I said, which one is this? How can it be? Because I know the voice, I don't doubt him. I follow foolishly. I don't negotiate with him. I don't argue with him. And I'm not confused when I hear his voice. His voice gives me clarity and direction and settlement and peace. So when I announced it to the few shareholders who we had, about 66 of us, they say, hey, you have killed SWIFTtrip. Don't even let the public hear that one. Oh. We are struggling with 150,000, 2 million. Who will buy? And to me also, I said, I don't know, but let's keep going. He became silent. That is God, the Holy Spirit. I was asking, what do I do next? What do I do next? Where do we go from here? He kept silent. December, the last week of December, the last day of December, he spoke. And he introduced the nodes. And when I heard it, I gained peace. I said it's a done deal. It is settled. How much is the node? He said 5,000 naira. My God. Initial offering to the people, give them 5,000. When we gave them 5,000, that was the time we faced the biggest mockery. You are helping people. Oh my God. That time, a wheelbarrow pusher will comfortably go out empty and go hustle. He will have the money to become a shareholder of SWIFTtrip. But you go out there to help them, they will tell you, get out. So, I will become an owner of an airport, 5,000. He say e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, all of these big things. Not just on the blockchain for 5,000. Get out. That man is just looking for cheap way to take people's money. Feed his family. If only they understood that that is a person who is not moving by his own accord. The same notes today, people are saying, it is too much, it is too expensive. They don't know. They don't realize that if they don't buy it today, now, soonest, in this same vision, they will say, had I known, I would have. You are getting it for free today. For free. $79 promo. $100 coming. $100 is just the project fee. It's expensive. Don't buy it. They will buy it higher. Or they will totally miss it. This is not a project that you will be, I don't know how to put it. You are not, you are helping the people when you bring it to them. Don't let anybody put you into argument. Unnecessary argument. Have you ever heard me come on social media or anywhere saying, I can do it. Don't stop calling me a scammer. I'm not a scammer. I'm not a hungry man. I can feed my family. Invest in SWIFTtrip will help you. At the end of it, those who mocked you today, those who laughed at you today, those who naysay what you are bringing to them, just like Kevin Hart, they will come back to say, if I had known, I would have been part of this. Have you watched the video of Kevin Hart? Anytime I say this, I would like to go play it. You're watching my screen, right? Very good. Let's. Interesting enough. When you go to it's on our Telegram call, you come to the 10.5k subscribers, and then you go to Fies, media. Okay, it's on media already. Just scroll down a bit, and you should see that video of Kevin Hart. Yes, this one, you will see it here. You know Kevin Hart, right? When you're talking of Ed Murphy, he's in the same rank with Ed Murphy. Let's hear him.
I had the opportunity to invest in Uber.
Me too.
In early stages. This makes me so mad. Troy Carter tells me, he's like, Kev, it's called Uber. He was like, there's an app, and you say you need a ride, one of the drivers under our app will come get you. Sounds like Murderville to me. I said, this got to be the stupidest shit I ever heard.
Guy who started it, Travis, right? He comes to me like, I got this thing, it's going to replace taxi cab. I'm like, I love it. He had a valuation of like $10 million, and I said, I'll do it.
Let me play that for you again.
I had the opportunity to invest in Uber.
Me too.
In early stages. This makes me so mad. Troy Carter tells me, he's like, Kev, it's called Uber. He's like, there's an app, and you say you need a ride, one of the drivers under our app will come get you. Sounds like Murderville to me. I said, this got to be the stupidest shit I ever heard.
Guy who started it, Travis, right? He comes to me
Stupid
like,
ass shit.
I got this thing, it's going to replace taxi cab. I'm like, I love it. He had a valuation of like $10 million, and I said, I'll do it.
He said, I will do it. He heard it the same way Kevin Hart heard it. They told Kevin Hart, come and buy this. And Kevin Hart said, it's sounding like the stupidest shit he has ever heard. Let me see. Just a minute, my video is coming back up. The stupidest shit he has ever heard. My God. If Uber could be called the stupidest shit, what will then how liable? What did they will call SWIFTtrip? Since English no let me speak. What did they go call them? If they couldn't believe Travis, not until he persisted and he got it done. You think that the challenge of turning an idea into reality is faced only by Nigerians? Everybody faces the same challenge. Anything you want to accomplish, it must pass through that process, whether white or black. Buy a unit of SWIFTtrip today and be happy for the rest of your life. Hold it and see what it will turn out into the future. Many would hear it and they will be the one who will testify to people that SWIFTtrip was once in a vision process. They will testify. We had it and we missed it. But that testimony will be so painful that many would rather keep it to themselves. Can't share that with your child. If you share it with your child, it might be the last day you ask that child for money and he will give to you. If that person has been supporting you as a father, as a mother, and somehow, some way, you just the person, if I knew, I would have bought SWIFTtrip shares, so even you would have been an owner of an airport by now. That help from that child will stop from that day. Because the person will see you as the one making him or her to still struggle when you had a chance to liberate them from permanent poverty. Then the little one they now have are struggling for you, are now taking it. You tell a person now, be a shareholder in SWIFTtrip, register your children. The person will tell you, I'm trying to pay my children's school fees. Continue. You better try to make them owners of an pay their school fees. Let them sit at home for 2 years. You didn't see money to take them there, but you have fixed them to something that they will remain outstanding among their peers. When we go live, at the sales of 3% of the business, we're giving 5% to our shareholders, 3% must be sold, and the company launched. Thus, that 3% will be 2.4 million node units, 1 person to 1 subscriber. Simply calculate by 3 divided by the node holder's share. You're going to get 2.4 million nodes in the 3-box shares offered. Initial business launch. We're launching in Nigeria and the United Kingdom. Many laughed at us when we, at the early stage, we had nothing to show, nothing at all. Many mocked us, many laughed and said, you can't even find your way outside Nigeria. Let alone talking of registering this business in the United Kingdom. And you say you want to now launch. You can't. Forget about all those things. You do Nigeria. No, we'll not say you try. Also, when you're talking worldwide, leave those things. When people look at you, they might rate you by your present condition. You're going out there to campaign SWIFTtrip, and the person know you too well, and you are telling the person, I found a way to make you an owner of an airport. The person can mock you. That person can laugh you. That's why you don't need friends in this process. Strangers can also mock you, but it's the strangers that would come into it and make it happen. I'm telling you the fact, and I'm speaking from experience. None of my friends, I mean friends like friends, let alone brothers or sisters, are taking this serious. None. A guy who in my secondary school, he was my junior by 2 classes. And I came to Port Harcourt. I met him. He didn't know me, but I knew him. And one day, I greeted him. I said, how are you doing? In our office, our headquarters here. He attends the church above our building. I said, how are you doing? He said, I said, boss, I'm fine. I've been seeing your picture around and I've been trying to reach to you. Say, but he said, this one you just come greet me today. I'm happy. He said, boss, thank you. He didn't even know me. I said, how are you doing? Hope everything's going well. He said, yes. He said, please, this thing people are doing SWIFTtrip. He said, I don't really understand it. I only just come to church, but everything. So I said, I just talked to him. I said, I just wanted to greet you, to be familiar with you. I said, I've been seeing you around. So the next day, I called him again. I said, do you know me? He said, I know you now. I know you as the boss in that office. I said, do you know I'm your senior in school? Secondary school. And I called the name of the school. And I called his classmates in his own class. He shouted. He said, Jesus. He said, I don't know. He started greeting me. He said, oh, boss. Oh, so. He said, I didn't know. I didn't recognize you. I said, no problem, but I recognize you. And he now came to the office that day, and I told him about SWIFTtrip. He was so happy. He was so excited. And after a while, he bought a share in SWIFTtrip. And I didn't even know that his sister was in my own class in the secondary school then. So he started posting about SWIFTtrip. One day he came to me, he said, my sister told me that you were her classmate. I said, who's your sister? I didn't know him to his family. I only just know his face. I didn't know anything other about him. I know people in his class just like that. So I didn't know his sister was my friend in school. Name and said so person. I said, my God, wow. I said, so what was she talking about SWIFTtrip? She told you about I said, how did she know about me? She said she saw the video he was posting. Okay, he said she saw the video, yeah. And asked about me. He said, do you know this person? He said, yes. He said he was my senior in school and he's the owner of SWIFTtrip, the founder, and he's the CEO of the company. His sister said, He said, that's serious. He said, he's my classmate, too. He said, you don't mean it. Then, after to cut all of those, so after we celebrated the knowing, I said, has she become a shareholder in SWIFTtrip? He said, no. I said, why? He said, leave it. He said, leave him. He says, Richard is my friend, and all of that, blah, 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 blah. Just like that, she didn't become part of it. Friends will always see you as friends. I'm saying this to you. Maybe you are joining us for the first time. You have a list that you are arranging. Say, I will tell this person. This person should be smart. That person should know something what's up about the blockchain. That person should know the need of being an owner of a global business. Whatever you have in mind, delete that list. Delete the list. You don't need it. You want to talk about something, go out there. You see a person passing on the street, tell them. Those lists you have, maybe you don't want to delete it. Just tell those persons for telling sake. You are not telling them to hear their opinion. They will advise you either based on love or based on their own fears. Are you with me? It's only few that will hear it as your close friends. They see it and they run with it. So don't be shocked when a person you trusted, that this person is intelligent, this person is educated, this person should understand what we're talking about, and the person slaps you with the idea back to your face. Don't be shocked. It is normal. It is natural. Friends will always be there to throw the party, the feast, the celebration. What other thing would they want to do with you or for you? Maybe the gossips. All those kind of things, they'll be there. But if it coming to talk about business, no. You're on your own. The people who are meant to do business with you are strangers. I didn't learn this on my own. I learned it from my mentor. Who? Jack Ma, the CEO of Alibaba. Alibaba.com, an e-commerce platform. Have I seen him before? No. I read his book and I adopted those things as if he sat down and advised me. They are practical. You want to succeed? Walk through the path of people who have succeeded. It's simple. It's simple. You want to succeed? Walk in the path of people who have succeeded. You will succeed. The man did an e-commerce app with how many? 14 years. 14 years. Just 2021 here we started. You want to get tired? Get tired. For me, I am moving ahead. Following through the path of people who have succeeded, following their experience, following their understanding. I don't need to know much. He said to me, in his books, 14 years is what it took me to convert an idea into a global business. That advice is enough. It's enough for me never to get tired in the pursuit of SWIFTtrip. What makes SWIFTtrip stand out? The PYC. We're introducing a policy to the world. PYC. It's time to start paying the customers. Not enough to know them. KYC. Know your customers. Who will help? It has not helped me in any way. And I don't know how it has helped you as a customer to the business. It's only helping the company. So they have a database of their customers and they can send you birthday messages. If it's the bank, as they send you, they debit you. By what? Knowing you so well. So today we're talking about paying your customers. Hearing this alone, you know that we are not coming to test whether payment is better than knowing. Right? When you hear good thing, you know that this one is automatically replacing the other one. Paying the people is better than knowing them. And as we do that, it's a game over to companies who would not adopt the PYC policy. Game over. Anyone who is patronizing a company that's not paying you, that person will only do it for as long as he, or as long as it will take him or her to get the knowledge of the company that pays. And most of the companies in the future that will be paying their customers will render far more quality services than even the ones who are not paying. So then you test it, forget it. You won't go back to the one that says, thank you for patronizing us, see you another time. You will go to the one who say thank you with an alert. True of us. True. If you see my screen here, you see the e-taxi illustration. Someone paid, who's a passenger, paid two maybe, okay, I want to say 2,000 naira. That's what we're calculating with. We also use $4. But let's say, consider whatever the person paid, whatever country, however, it's considered 100%. So 100% goes into the company's purse. The company sends 5% to its shareholders, you and I. The driver gets what? 80%. The customers who recommended the passenger gets 1%, 0.3, 0.1, 0.1. 4 customers ends. On the passenger side, the company said that's not enough. We go to the driver side. Who referred this driver? Are we doing it manually? The system is taking care of this for us. In a blink. 1%, 0.3, 0.1, 0.1. This tells you that with this structure, people, even those who mocked at us now, will take SWIFTtrip serious at the launch of it, recommend thousands of passengers, thousands of drivers. They are settled for life. 1% from 2,000 drivers per day. Do you know what it is? 1% from 2,000 drivers. Do you know what that is? You are not facing the risk. You are not facing the hazard. You are not facing the maintenance of the car. You are not facing the fueling. You just sit at home, make 1% because you have labored to bring the person into the street. For business, right? That person won't even sit at home. His own is to canvass it all the way. Don't miss this. And then the company said, that is not enough. The person who got, where is it? Yeah. The person who booked that ride, who made those payments available, would have just said to him, thank you. I believe you enjoyed the service like other companies. That's all. But in SWIFTtrip says, take back 2% of whatever you paid. So it's a thank you with cashback. This is not a bonus. Take note. We are not saying use the percentage you got for another ride. You withdraw it to do whatever you want in every other platform of SWIFTtrip, or you take it to your bank, cash it out, spend it wherever you want to spend it. It's your money. Don't miss SWIFTtrip. The same is on the aviation, the e-commerce, the logistics, and the hospitality. Who's the brain behind SWIFTtrip? Honorable Richard Nadi, founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for the support. We wouldn't have been here today without you. Thank you for the encouragement. Your appearance in our meetings daily, inviting others, is a great support that, because of that, I can never get tired. I can't get tired. One person to talk to a day in this meeting. We talk to one person. Say morning and night. It's only one person we're able to talk to that day. Hey, it is enough. The person register or not register, it is enough. We made progress. That's the mind you should have. Stop being in an unnecessary hurry in any way. Just be consistent. Just be dogged. Do enough to the fullest. That which you can do. Because that which you can do as at that time is all you can do. And all you can do is enough. The process will take care of itself. Fill your environment to the fullest. Oh. When you do, the next environment will open up natural to you. There was a time when instead of sitting in this kind of place now where AC they blow my head, I will be on the field, in a football field of a church somewhere. Don't need to mention the name again. I've mentioned this several times before. Be on the field there under sun, no office. I will be busy making lists. After I make list of 200 persons, I start calling, and I must call that list to the end that day, inviting them to meeting for the night section. Oh my God. And after all those hustle, most times nobody will join. At times 2, at times 5. But in the very earliest beginning, nobody joins. So if I was passing through meetings where only me, nobody in the meeting, is it now that I see people to talk to, I will get tired? Oh God. Those people saying the man will soon shut up, he will soon keep quiet. They don't know. Is it then, before, when I go to a state, I will be struggling, only me do campaign, only me talk, only me everything. Today, I will go to a state, I will be sleeping inside hotel. Shareholders will finish everything, I will come do a speech. I come, people will be there to welcome me. Is it today I will get tired? I can go to United States now, there is somebody there to welcome me. Shareholders of SWIFTtrip, not just one person. I will go to Italy. I've never been there before, but I arrived today. People are there to. It's now we get tired. Ha! Those people waiting for CEO to get tired and run away with people's money. Many have waited and waited and waited. They're already tired waiting. Many have joined, just because the man refused to get tired. Do you know why it's impossible to get tired in this process? Till the day SWIFTtrip launch, we say it don't launch. That's the day we might be saying, okay, let's just take 1 or 2 days break, just to be happy. In fact, that break is a stress to me. You get people say you walk, talk. You know you're tired. Do you know why? I consider this process as fun. It is fun. It is vacation. It is a holiday. That's how you should pursue great things. Just deceive yourself until it becomes part of you. People will be looking at you are stressing. It's too much work. No, just see it as vacation. See it as fun. The day you don't talk, that day you are stressing yourself. Turn it opposite. And soon it will become your nature. Like now, I'm no longer deceiving myself. It is my nature today. Like the few break we had when in Christmas holiday. My God, it was stress. People are saying I'm having break. Me, it was stress to me. Because I wasn't in holiday. Throughout the year, I'm having holidays. That few days now is not stress to me. So it's such a matter now. How will you get tired, please? So able shareholders, convert this thing to fun process. Every day you had the opportunity to go out and speak, you are having fun. Put it that way to you. Every day you don't go out there to speak about SWIFTtrip. Any day that somebody didn't hear that day. The day somebody hear about it, you are supposed to say, have you heard about it? Say no. It was your first time. That day you had vacation. It was a holiday. Put it that way. You discover that the process is quite a very easy one to walk through. Last year, January 2024, first, when we were making the New Year resolution, we said this meeting will hold it to the end of the year. So people were already thinking, how can I appear here every single day? No, you are not thinking of how, like me now, I can't be thinking of how will I appear here again to talk tomorrow. I hope I will be consistent in this thing till tomorrow. No. Just today own. Did I appear? Yes. Tomorrow, let's see how it be. Will I appear? Yes. I'm not thinking of next tomorrow. Today, I am here. Tomorrow, I'll be here. Next month, before I know what's happening, you don't finish it. They will say, he was consistent from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Just show up. Just make it fun. How will you earn from this? How subscribers benefit from SWIFTtrip. Amazing. We'll be using the deluxe as a case study. Then we use the node slots, 0.5015% ownership for case study. You see the 1 naira, 50 kobo, 20 kobo, all the cents to 0.705 cents, 0.4025 kobo, the nodes. We'll teach you how to calculate those. It's quite very simple. So per trip evaluation, we are considering that SWIFT has launched. We've got the 2.4 million shareholders. Now we've even gone beyond Nigeria and the United Kingdom. We are now operating in the United States. And a passenger made a trip of $4. How much are you going to earn out of it? Simply say 4 multiplied by the deluxe share. If you're a deluxe owner, that will give you 0.02 cents. If that trip is done in Nigeria, that gives you 1 naira. If you're a note holder, simply check it. Whatever figure the passenger paid, $4 an example here, and a note holder, the dollar price might change, the naira price might change, right, according to distance, but the value of the shareholder will never ever change. So you have a static share, but you're earning in a flexible standard. Why? Because the trips is coming in a flexible format. $4 multiplied by 0.50125%. That gives you what? 0.705 cents. Press this calculation by yourself. 2,000 naira multiplied by the note holder share, 0.4025 kobo. So I want to show you how cents can become millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. When you see these rich, wealthy trillionaires out there, they ain't struggling. They've simply created systems that pays them for life. That's what we should do. Emulate this kind of things, emulate this kind of process, and life will be easy. Life will be fun. So let's skip the per day analysis. We skip the okay, that's it, per day. Let's skip per month and go to 5 years from now, as it comes like a flash. That's just how, when 5 years after the launch of SWIFTtrip appears to us, many will wonder, this happened just like that. It's like yesterday. Certainly, that's how it's going to be. It will be like yesterday. So there's no need of anyone trying to struggle and struggle and struggle. It's like struggling for nothing, actually. Struggling for nothing. Being hurry, yes, it's not struggling. I was supposed to mention hurry, unnecessary hurry. That person is in unnecessary haste, is what it is. Unnecessary. He or she doesn't need it in his life. Where are you hurrying to? Some have said that it will take SWIFTtrip about maybe 20 years to launch. Looking at our process, 20 years, okay, no problem. Let's say it takes us 30 years to launch business. That man who refused to be part of SWIFTtrip, because it took SWIFTtrip 30 years, will he or she not get to 30 years from today? Give answer to that question, right? He will get there. Then another thing, will that person get to 30 years before us? No. We will all get there at the same time. Where was the person actually hurrying to, please? I don't understand it. If that person would have arrived there before the people who are driving towards accomplish something, I will understand the need of that person being in a haste. This thing doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Where are you hurrying to? To me, I would understand where they're actually hurrying to. It will take 20 years, 30 years, so I will not follow. No, don't follow. Then when we waka, 30 years, we are owners of airport. That person got to 30 years, he's struggling. Who lose? Like I always say, this thing will happen in a blink. It will shock the world. Everyone who is making estimates, this and that and those, they'll be disappointed that they will blink. We are in the future. My God. So where we could be in 5 years from now? 5 years from now, SWIFT will perform thousands of trillions of trips, but we are calculating with 50 trillion trips here. So let's bring the calculation to your understanding. 0.02 cents multiplied by 50 trillion trips. That gives you what? $100 billion. The per trip analysis of the Naira, 2,000 Naira got 1 Naira from the deluxe. 1 naira times 50 trillion trips. That is what? 50 trillion naira. So this validates the saying of, I think an investor, I've forgotten his name, I've forgotten who quoted it. Was it Ambassador Jerry Gerarde? He said, somebody asked, when you have an opportunity to earn 100% from your effort, and you have an opportunity to earn 1% from 100 people, which one will you go for? 100% from your effort or 1% from 100 people? A man who loves salary will choose 100% of his effort. And the one who understands systems will choose 1% from 100 persons. So, if the base of the 100 persons grows to 1,000 persons, he's now earning 1,000%. That one who is relying on salary, and say earning his 100%. If that base grows to 1,000,000 persons, automatically he's earning 1,000,000%, and the other is struggling with his 100%. If it grows to 1 trillion persons, it is now let's say 1 trillion, 1% from 1 trillion places. If it grows to 10 trillion persons, if it grows to 50,000 trillion persons, do we have such people in the world today? The world estimates that we have about 7 point something billion. If it has gotten to 8 billion, right? But this is where the beauty of a system like this begins to happen. If it is 1 billion persons, do you know that those persons will continue repeating the process of this system? They need a service, they render that service. Some might make use of it twice in a day, thrice in a day, 4 times in a day, as the case would be. As this thing continues to happen, the few number of persons continue to make use. That's why what we're doing is far beyond products. We are not here to produce products. We are here to render services. If it was products, we'll say, okay, so many persons might not have need of it, but go check the services that SWIFTtrip is here to render. All are recurring needs in the life of every person. So what's 50 trillion trips? You are earning your little percentage. A time is coming, we're talking of trillions of transactions. Let's see the node holder. 0.705 cents multiplied by 50 trillion trips, $2.5 million. Cents. Something looking minute, becoming something powerful. 0.40 is 25 kobo multiplied by 50 trillion. That's 1.25 billion. Please don't miss this. The asset growth of this from 100, let's say $100, because the other is going out soon. $100 yielding in the space of 5 years on this profit evaluation, $2.5 million. Isn't that crazy? Only a system can give. Salary can't do this. So we say, SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire in dollars. Anyone who likes that, congratulations. The one who doesn't like how it sounds, congratulations. You believe it, you will live in it. You doubt it, you are your own prophet, and you will watch us live in it. What will I be doing as a subscriber awaiting the launch of SWIFTtrip? Inculcate the same passion, purpose, and persistence. If we don't know where we are heading to, only people's mouths would have made me, the CEO, to stop saying trillionaires in dollars. Right from the first day, I've been saying it. You look at me in the condition I did, and you say, how is it possible? Even Elon Musk has not promised his people that, because him himself have never become it. Why do you want to use another person's limits to define your own possibilities of life? Don't do that. It's an error, a major error. So if you passionately purposefully and persistently help people. People need help. Oh. People need help. But most times, the people you are trying to help will be trying to help you in turn. Telling you, you don't register. Oh God, if you tell me this thing on time, they have scammed you. Hey. And you will see when those people talk with that audacity in their negativity, you will now see a person who have entered the right path, entered the process of building a system that will pay him for life, will now succumb into that negativity. Hey, shareholders, don't let that happen to you. When you meet a naysayer who is audacious in his negativity, come on, arise and mellow that person down. There is a way you speak. A naysayer will shut up because negativity will always remain on the minus. Positivity will always be on the plus, no matter how it is. So when you answer that person in a way, they will shut up. I'm telling you the fact. Don't let anybody shut you up when you are standing on a positive lane. You tell a person, SWIFTtrip makes you $1 trillion, and the person say, "Guys, stop that." Tell the person, see, it's just SWIFTtrip will make you $1 trillion. You like it, you will become it. You don't like it, leave it and watch us become it. That person will shut up. He will come out. So the person tells you, "Stop that." You say, "Sorry. Which one would you prefer?" I say, "Oh, SWIFTtrip will make you great. No problem." To make you great. Join SWIFTtrip. Let me hear that person join you. Help them. And it's only by your persistence and purposefulness that can get them out of that place they are. Many who have naysayed you and you've seen that your fire refused to go down. Your confidence moving upward. They will come back to you again and say, "Guy, how far now? That thing you told me about, I beg you. What's up? What's up? I heard, share with me. I want to hear now." Why? They were unable to. You didn't give them the thing they desired, which was to see that fire die right before them. To see that confidence become timidness right before them. That's what would have given them the joy of their life. But because you refused to succumb to what they wanted, they will come back to you, knowing that you are heading to the right path. You show a person how to become $1 trillion. What's the person arguing about? You enter. If it makes you $1 million, you will not be happy. Arguing what does not have meaning. Live the same results. Talk. More money and a better version of you. That fulfillment that will come at the time when you see this thing from nothing built into a magnificent glory. There's this thing that will happen that English language can only call it a better you. A better you. But it is far beyond that. That is the expression that Pastor Chris or David Obiome want to explain today. And they will say, if all of these things you see around me today, carry me and throw me into the desert, take everything I have. It took me 30 years to build this. In the next 3 years, I will build everything I have now. That is what? Fulfillment in life. A better you springs out that words cannot explain. But the one we can explain now again is more money. So someone is asking, more money? How do I earn it? So I want to let you know that paying attention to this, you can earn money in the future in SWIFTtrip, like what we've shown to you. And we said SWIFTtrip will make $1 trillion as it comes in autopilot. That thing keeps coming just like that, it keeps falling like rain. In an unlimited volume. But in the now, you can earn, you can make money. People are asking, don't they pay? Yes, don't they pay. SWIFTtrip media business pays. How do you do this? Advertise. Be the voice of SWIFTtrip. Talk about SWIFTtrip. One who invited somebody to this meeting. Share the information. Don't relent. As you are doing it in the vision stage, you will be a billionaire. It is your choice. It means that you will labor far more than the others. If you say, I want to be a billionaire in this process, others might be sleeping, you are not sleeping. You are calculating, you are strategizing. You are always on it. If you say, I want to be a thousandaire, you will know that the effort others will put in, you are not going to put it. Just be doing it maybe at ease, just like that. It depends on the goal you set here, but I want to show you how you can spell it out very clearly. Recommend a stakeholder and you will earn 10%. How do you recommend them? Share. Don't rely on any one person you have shared it to. Don't say, I've told somebody and the person is thinking about it, so let me wait for him to think about it before I tell the next person. You are wasting your time. That person will think and may never be part of it. So what do? As you tell this one, as you say, I'm thinking, hello, start looking for another person who will think. Start looking for another who will be thinking. Start putting the thoughts about SWIFTtrip in people's mind. Don't bother what they are thinking would result to. Don't bother. Your own is to keep them thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. All right, you're on the right. Keep thinking. Find both. As they think, finish and call you. I want to be part of it, and I'm a stakeholder. You get 10% of it. The person thinking and say, I want to be a node holder. You get $15 out of it. That person is paying $79 today, or $79.50 here. You are getting $15 as an advert fee. First generation. Second generation, $2.5. Third generation, $1. Fourth generation, $0.5. In naira, that's 15,000 naira, 2,500, 1,000 naira, 500 naira, 1,000 naira to it. Multiply them together, that's 19,000 naira. Multiply that by 2.4 million units. It means we are paying minimum of 45.6 billion in this process, in this vision stage. 45.6 billion, how much will you cash out from it? Advertise. This one is not Palm Zero. You don't advertise, you earn nothing. You should not say, go and refresh your account. You have paid, you have invested. Refresh your account tomorrow morning, you will see money. Withdraw at any time. No. Nobody earns from their share. That autopilot we just showed you, it happens when somebody has booked a ride, lodged in a hotel, and money is paid. From the profit generator, the money is generated, and then profit distribution happens. So now, is it happening? No. The only way we can say we earn now is you sell the unit of SWIFTtrip. Sell a slot for SWIFTtrip. The company will not keep you. We are not a company that is muzzling the mouth of the ox that is threshing the floor. We know we must pay for advert, so we incorporated the amount. You sell the unit, we take the advert fee, which we were to pay to radio. We pay you. You were the radio. Which would have paid to social media. You are the social media. The more we spend on adverts, the more people we can reach out to. Thank you so much. Able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we bounce right to the top. You have sold 50 units. The company says, thank you, with a $50, you are a runner of SWIFTtrip. You become an icon. If you have sold 500 units, 500 slots, you get $1,000 compensation. You become the star of SWIFTtrip when you have sold 5,000 slots, and a $10,000 award is given to you, and you are celebrated worldwide as the first star of SWIFTtrip. We're looking for that first, and the next, the 10th, the 20th. Do you know that you can win a lot of award item? Don't worry, this will be updated by the time we've now operating on the $100 above. All yours to be won. Mobile phones can be won, bag of rice, traveling bags, blenders, t-shirts, caps, all of this can be won. And you've seen how it is. 20 nodes, 15 nodes, 10 nodes, 8 nodes, 6 nodes, 5 nodes, 3 nodes respectively. Everyone wins. So we say, do not miss the SWIFTtrip Profit Share offer. Congratulations. How do you subscribe? pay to SWIFTIFY Technologies. We have the Naira account, we have the dollar account, pounds, euro are there. SWIFT code is available by FCNB Bank to make your international transactions. Send proof of payment to your sponsor along with name, email, phone number, and your sponsor will take your receipt and confirm it if we have received that money as a company. And once it's received, an activation code will be given to your sponsor. Your sponsor will then register you and send you your login details. So all you need to do as a new friend is make that payment and send the receipt of payment to the person who told you about SWIFTtrip. That's all you need to do. And then after that, what else would be available? Okay, your sponsor can reach out to the company admin on +234 8066 95332. If today is your first time and you call that contact, the contact will also refer you back to your sponsor. And I'm going to share my screen on my mobile device so I can call out to you the hub admins of SWIFTtrip in our various states. For SWIFTtrip, if you have a question now, you can ask. Today's meeting was awesome and it was impactful. I know for sure because I enjoyed myself. Talking about SWIFTtrip, we have Ambassador Chukwuemeka. He's the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Ebonyi State. So if you're a sponsor who has received a payment proof from someone you told about SWIFTtrip, who joined this meeting and has sent you the payment proof, you are Ebonyi, reach out to Ambassador Chukwuemeka immediately to get the activation code to register your prospect. It's a closed system. We don't share link. Simply invite them to this meeting. When they make payments, they send you the payment proof. You reach to the company, confirm the payment, and then register them. Then they announce shareholders of SWIFTtrip, right? They begin to do their own campaign. They reach out to the company by themselves and not to you anymore as their sponsor. So you who's a new member, you cannot reach out, no, not a new member, rather, an invitee, intending shareholder, yes, intending co-founder of SWIFTtrip. You can't reach out to the co-founders of SWIFTtrip or the representatives of the company in their states, right? Let's say we call them ambassadors of SWIFTtrip. So for instance, today is your first time, Ambassador Chukwuemeka didn't invite you to this meeting, and then you want to sideline your upline, your sponsor, to go reach out to the ambassador. He will send you back to the person who told you about. So to avoid those long process, just go to the person and say, I'm ready to pay. That person will now reach out to the person who's representing SWIFTtrip in their states. So that's for Ambassador Chukwuemeka. Now, in Rivers State, we have Ambassador Jerry, who's also the Hub Admin Chairman, the Chairman of the Hub Admin community worldwide. Reach out to him and register your prospects if you are in Rivers State. And we have the worldwide admin in person of Orinami Favor Ayo, the headquarters. You're reaching out to him, you're reaching out to the headquarters. It's for your registrations. Only if you don't have, that's for your sponsor now, the person who you've given your receipt, that person don't have a hub admin in his state or in his country. That's when you reach out to the global admin. We have Ambassador Dodo Tamke. You are in Edo State, you don't have any need whatsoever to reach to Ambassador Rinami. I just told you he's the global admin. If you're in Edo State, you have Dr. Tamke right there in Edo State. Reach out to him. Take your prospect to his office. Awesome. Follow the days of meetings, and you'll be happy that you are participating in Edo State at our office over there. So reach out to Ambassador Dr. Tamke, and you'll be happy that you know a man like him close to you. We have Ambassador Tommy Sunday, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Imo State. Reach out to him and register your prospects. Ambassador Tommy Sunday is a traveler for SWIFTtrip. I believe you are back from Ogun State, sir. I will hear from you when I'm done speaking. We have Ambassador Dr. Nna, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Ebonyi, Abakaliki. Reach out to him to register your prospects. Okay, I have here Madam Chinoyerem, hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Germany. Reach out to her to register your prospects. Today, if I go Germany now, I know that somebody is there to welcome me. So this is not a process where we are ready to get tired at all. We know where we're coming from. They say the person who know where rain start a bit time. He go succeed well because they forget past. Ambassador Chukwuemeka, Chukwuma Cyprian, Obanino SWIFTtrip in Enugu. The first time I went to Enugu, I struggled, me and my PA, campaign and then head meeting in one hotel. Only handful of persons came. But today, I go to Enugu, I have shareholders who will say, oh, see you, relax. So we're going to make this event happen massively. And Ambassador Cyprian is over there. Thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. So please, you are in Enugu, reach out to Ambassador Cyprian for your registration. Yes, we have Ambassador Martins, the Ambassador of SWIFTtrip in Italy and in France. Reach out to him to register your prospects. If you want to meet with him, either of the country, he's always available shortly in between these two countries. So if he's not in one of the countries, you book an appointment with him. Just a matter of time, he will be there with you. And then we have Ambassador Shedrack Yakubu, hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Lagos. In Abuja. Reach out to him if you're in Abuja to register your prospects. Thank you so much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. God bless you. Case like network took Ambassador Chukwuemeka out and he's back. Thank you very much. Do we have any question from any friend of ours who joined us today? You have a question? We'll be happy. I have one Dominic in United Kingdom. Let me know if it's you. Let me talk with you. Ambassador Dominic, how are you? Unmute your mic. The network. Emmanuel Joseph, your hands are raised. Unmute your mic to speak. We've closed for the meeting today. Why is my video paused, please? It's in network. That should be network. So good today. I appreciate every one of us. I'm waiting for a hands to be raised. You have a question, please ask. We're here for you. In absence of no question, even in our live meetings, when I finish talking most times, people don't ask questions. The last one, I asked no question in this hall now. Nobody have question. He said no question. I said, oh wow. I said, does it mean I'm a good teacher? He said yes, 100% good teacher. Thank you so much. So let me believe that's what we're also having here today. I am happy to connect with you all. And the mantle goes to Ambassador Dr. Nna, hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Abakaliki, to give us an advice today. Okay, we have Amma. Amma, you didn't raise your hands very quickly. Let's hear from Dr. Nna. I've already called on him. Let's hear the advice he has for us. Then I would be able to reach out to you.
My honorable CEO.
Yes, boss. How you doing?
I'm very fine.
Great.
My spirit is high.
Oh,
Each
wow.
time I listen to you,
Amazing.
you vibe me up more and more every day. I
Great, great.
calculate left, right, front. Swift Trip is a done deal. Whether they
Amen.
believe it or not,
Yes,
God has
sir.
given us the word to possess.
Hmm.
Thank you for all you do for Swift Trip.
Thank you so much, boss. Thank you so much, sir.
So the music comments today, my advice to you is go and thank whosoever that invited you to this meeting today. Whosoever that told you about Swift Trip. Like, if you go through my updates, I keep saying, if you miss Swift Trip, you will regret forever. It is for eternal regret.
Certainly.
But for you who have the opportunity to be in this meeting today, thank God and thank the person that invited you. Make sure that you subscribe immediately, because the price does not wait for any garden man or woman. The price will rise until we hit the $100. Then the subscription will be according to the prevailing exchange rate of the dollar.
Very right, sir.
Don't wait. Don't wait. Subscribe immediately and know that you are at the right place, because Swift Trip will definitely, I said definitely, make us trillionaires in dollars.
Amen.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to pour out my heart.
Yeah.
Once again.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Nna. We appreciate you for all you do for Sweet Trip. And we have Amma. Amma, how are you?
Bless.
Great to connect with you, Amma. We've got that advice. We're happy to run with it today. Amma, please click the middle button. Your middle button to speak. Amma, we're trying to connect with you. How are you? You raised your hands. Let's hear from you. Click the middle button. If you're speaking and we can hear you, you have to unmute your mic by clicking the middle button at the bottom of your screen, and you'll be able to speak. Can you hear me? All right. So, thank you very much. Is any other hands raised? I'm not seeing any other hands. Do have a great night. Have a great day, everyone. See you again at night. The night section is going to be amazing. We'll be live again all the way by 8 p.m. It's going to be a fulfilling moment again, talking about Swift Trip. It's going to be so amazing. Don't miss Swift Trip. Amma, you've been able to unmute your mic. How are you? I was about to click the end button.
Okay, good day, sir. Honorable, sir.
Good day, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Great to reach to
Good
you.
morning, my honorable house shift trip.
We're happy to connect with you today.
Okay, thank you very much, Saya. But Saya, please, I would like to ask a question.
Please do.
Because I know very well that determination, hard work, and is definitely the key to success.
Yeah.
But please, to be a hub admin, like what are the character areas?
Okay.
I earlier before now, I'm sorry, sir. Please.
Okay.
Earlier before now, I was staying in Yobe State, Damaturu to be precise. So I think that was where I stayed, and that was where I served, because I just finished my service. So
Wow, congratulations.
there I met some people, and I will introduce them why some registered. So I don't know, I was kind of looking at if it's still possible, like, to go back there and be established there, because the only issue and challenge I was actually having there was a language barrier.
Oh.
Because there, if you're not really good in Hausa, you'll not be able to
flow
move and work with them freely. So I think that was just the only limitation I was kind of having.
So you want to go back there? How are you going to break the limitation? How do you intend to surmount this limitation of the Hausa? Do you speak Hausa now? Network. Oh. Ama, I think network is disrupting our communication. But however, to be a hub admin of SWIFTtrip, just in case you can hear me, you would have registered 10 persons, 10 shareholders directly under you. And then you are qualified as a shareholder who can apply to be a hub admin. That's the first qualification criteria. Secondly, you will have an office space. So if you have an office space, awesome. And via that office space, shareholders can come together in that state with their prospects and you can educate them. So if you have an office space, you just give the front view, the interior view on video, send it to the global admin of SWIFTtrip, and he's going to approve your center if it meets the standard, and you're a hub admin. Now I can't get a feedback from you because your mic seemed not to be okay. You can hear me. Awesome. Awesome.
I can hear you very well, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
So
much.
I asked the question. I don't know if you heard that. I said, how do you want to go back to Yobe to be a hub admin?
Yeah. So I was kind of looking at maybe getting someone that is very good in Hausa language, then work with the person.
Okay.
Like someone that is very good in Hausa. Yes. Maybe someone from there.
Extension of SWIFTtrip over there, and we'll be very happy. That's a good one. So work towards the criteria, and you'll be happy all the way.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much.
Very good.
Thank you so much. Have a great time.
Yeah.
All right. So see you all by 8 p.m. tonight. One love, one